Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, on this one right here, I'm going to try to go over and explain Anduril as much as I can to you in a simplified way. I'm going to break it down as much as I can because, you know, when you first look at this, you go, even I looked at this chart. I'm going to use this bigger one here because this is the latest version of Anduril. I call it version 2. But when you get the flashlight shipped to you, it's capable of all this other stuff down here. But this is the way it comes shipped. Simple interface. This is also the way it'll be if you take the battery out long enough. The memory goes away and you have to replace the battery. You know, if you do it quickly enough, I'm not talking about, you know, like real fast. It's got like capacitors in there or something, but it remembers it for a while. Probably like about at least 5 minutes. But this is all you get, all right? So I'm used to looking at schematic diagrams and flow charts and everything else, but I tell you, at first this was really confusing. But once you understand it, here's the legend, basically. 1C equals 1 click. 1H equals 1 hold. So the difference between that is that's 1 click and that's 1 hold. You see how it went different? 1 hold it's in the simple interface, and it starts off at the lowest level and then it ramps up if you've got it in ramping mode. I have this in advanced right now. All right, so 2C means click click, 2H means click hold, 3C means click click click, 3H would be click click hold, you know, and so forth, so on and so forth. And the reason behind that is you're having one button do everything. So I've heard one person describe it as you almost have to learn Morse code, you know, and that's true. You're learning a different language on this one. All right, so it comes in simple user interface. How do you get out of simple user interface? 10H. So that's 9 clicks, and then on the one that's supposed to be 10, you hold. All right, so, all right, right now I've got my auxiliaries flashing, but I have the flashlight in simple mode. How do I know this? 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. It's flashing the battery check. And then it went to the voltage check and back to the auxiliaries. So it's in simple mode. If I do 3 clicks, I still get my battery check, but it only does it once. All right. So this is how the flashlight is shipped. It may not, you know, have the auxiliaries flashing like this. It may be some different color or something. Let's see if we can change the auxiliaries while we're there. I think we can. Yeah, I turned them off, so you can still do the auxiliary on and off and all that, but you can't. That's your brightest bright. Let's do a 1, 2. Still pretty bright. It's not getting super hot. All right, we'll turn it off just to show you that I'm still in. Those are auxiliaries. See, that's off. Let's do a 1, 2, 3. And then there's the auxiliary showing the voltage, and then I have the auxiliary set off. So how do you get to there? 10H. So there'll be a flash if you get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, I didn't get that right. But let's check. 1, 2, 3. See, I didn't get it because it would repeat that if I was in advance. So let's try it again. You don't have to go, just go steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See that flash? Now it's doing the voltage check. And you can't really tell. Did I get it? Did I not? So we do 3 again. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what happened here. There we go. Here's our voltage. I'm not in it. See? I'm still in simple. So like I said, it can be confusing. You think, well, I kept trying and it didn't do it. No, you haven't gotten in there yet. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to hold on 10. Didn't do anything. That's what I was doing wrong. There we go. Saw that flash? Problem I was doing before was I was doing 10 clicks. That's to get it from from advanced to simple. To go to simple to advanced, it's 10H. See? So now let's do 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. See, and it's repeating it. It's using the main lights too to do the voltage shake. You can have it set up to where it's using the auxiliaries, but now we're in advanced mode. I just wanted to show you that. So now when we do, this is a strobe warning, it might happen. 1, 2, 3. His battery check. 3 with a whole, 3H. Should give us a strobe. You won't get that if you're in simple mode. That's another way to check that. Just see if you have the features of advanced. So I hope that helped to explain how to get out of, and then you want to go back to simple mode. You don't want all that strobes and everything. Now it's the 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pow. So that. Now we do a voltage check. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. You just get it once. And then it goes off. You want to go from simple to advanced. 10H. Let's see if I can do it real quick. This is the advanced, the edited super fast version. Wow, did it. Got it. So let's do a voltage check. Repeating. We're in advanced. Pretty cool, huh? Just practice like anything else. Just practice with it, and you'll get it. And don't worry, don't worry if you mess up. I mean, that's how we learn. Nobody's an expert at this. The only way they look like they're an expert is through the miracle of editing. Editing. To get back into simple when you're in advanced, all it is 10 clicks. Not 10 and hold, so let's do that. Now, first I want to show you how you could. Another thing to look at is anything to the right on this chart is what you do from the off switch position. Anything to the left is from the light being turned on. Tell whether or not you're in simple or advanced, because, you don't know when you first get it. So the easy way to tell is from off. See, this is just telling you what you can do. It looks like a little racetrack, but I mean, it's basically, this is from off, and this is from on. From off. And all you can do with from on the advanced Anduril 2 in simple interface is tint ramp. And then these other things. 1 click turns it on. 1 hold turns it on from low. So 1 click turns it on to the ceiling level. And the ceiling level is not the highest level. You're not going to get turbo in the simple one because turbo gets hot. The reasoning behind this is, let's say you're using this flashlight and it's got all these capabilities, and a kid wants to borrow it or something else, but you know, man, this thing gets hot enough that, you know, it might hurt them or something. You don't want it to get that hot. You leave it in simple user interface. So 10 clicks, right? But we want to find out whether or not we're, sorry, I'm repetitive, I'm trying to get into this. We want to find out whether or not we're in simple or advanced. 3 clicks from off. See, from off, 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. 4.0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. If it's flashes state, it might be 4.1. If there's a slight blink, it's O. I think that's 4.0. See how it's repeating? We're in advanced user interface. Because from 3 clicks in advanced, then 2 clicks would do it. Temperature check. This is in centigrades. So let me just go here while we're in advanced. 1, 2. Now it goes 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 29 degrees centigrade or Celsius, whatever you call it. If I go 7 and hold while I'm in this, I can calibrate it. I don't want to calibrate it right now. I've got another video where I go through that. Another 2 clicks, I should be able to go into beacon. So you don't get any of that. You don't get any of that in the simple user interface. You know, from 3 clicks, all you get is battery check. And it only does it once. When that's repeating like that, then you're in advanced. And again, to get out of simple and into advanced, 9 and then the last, or 10 and the last one being a hole. And bam. It'll flash a thing if you get it right. You know, when you're doing all these clicks. Sometimes you don't know if you're click. You don't have to go super fast, but you can't go super slow. You know, they have to be kind of like steady clicks. All right, so we're in temperature check. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. Now watch out. Some of these are going to have strobes and beacons and everything because I'm going to go through this. So I'm not going to warn you all the time. You should be able to see it in the sequence. And if you're epileptic, I don't know why you're watching videos with strobing and flashing lights. I know some people can't help it, but still, I'm just warning you. This one's going to involve. I'll put it in it right. All right, so this is beacon. Now, if you want to change the beacon frequency, see, while it's in beacon, you just hold. See how it's getting faster? I left it off. All right, let's get back to the battery check. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2 is turbo. There we go. All right. 2 clicks, temperature. Another 2 clicks, beacon. I like beacon. Now, if you think that's too slow, well, it is pretty slow. Hold. See, and it's going faster. Hold and let off, you know. All right, 2 more clicks, and we should get into SOS. Short, 3 short, 3 long, 3 short. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I get this, you know, they do it too fast where you can't tell, but this one you can see. Short, long, 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 short, SOS. All right, so 2 clicks again. We should be back to temperature. I mean, voltage. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? Now, there are other things you can do. when you do your 3 clicks, you can go 7H and you can do a voltage calibration. Why would you want to do that? Well, there's a way of tricking the light to stay on longer with lithium ion batteries and everything, and with low voltage protection. See, low voltage protection. When it reaches a certain voltage, to protect the battery, not to protect the flashlight, protect the battery from getting too low, it will shut off. Voltage calibration would be, there's a way of tricking that. In theory, the reason for voltage calibration is if you check and you find that it's actually reading too low, it's turning off too soon, because it actually is doing it. So there are disadvantages to that, because then when you read your voltage here, instead of reading 4.0, it may read 4.1. But the voltage in the battery is actually 4.0. So see, you're tricking the circuit there. You know? That's one thing that's possible. Same thing with temperature check. 7H is a way to calibrate it. And that is actually the temperature of the sensor. You know, I mean, when you go to a factory reset, it goes to whatever they reset it at the factory. They calibrated it there. It can be off sometimes. And again, the temperature regulation affects how long the light is going to stay on. So if you're holding it here and it gets too hot for you to hold and everything, just remember that goes back into the battery too. And lithium-ion batteries don't like to get super hot. I'm not saying they're going to blow up, but it can degrade the life and everything. And it may be that the thing is not calibrated correctly. So there's a way of doing that. All right, so we've gone through that loop, all right? Now, again, from off in advanced, you've got all these things. From 1 click, it turns on, but 5 and hold, you can go through. Now, I'm not going to go through the memory configuration, the manual memory configuration, because you can set this ramp right here. You can change it. This is added on Anduril 2 is the tint ramp. That's for, there are some LEDs that have the ability to change from 5000K, you know, or 2000K on up to 6000K or whatever they've got. This is how you would change that with this program. So this program is designed for more than one, you know, it's kind of like universal. All right, so let's go through this. We're off. This is just my, I've got my auxiliaries on low, like bluish standby. All right, 1 click is on, right? It's on. 3 clicks should, 3 and hold should do temp ramp. It doesn't have temp ramp. From off, let's see. 5 clicks would be momentary mode. Don't do that one. The only way to turn that off is to disconnect the battery. This one right here. Sometimes you get that by accident, because see, maybe you're trying to do sunset mode. So you want to do 5 hold. So from on, 5 hold. Don't mess it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do it? No. See that flash? That one flash right there. Turns off the light automatically. Keep holding it to add 5 minutes. Increments of runtime to the sunset timer. 1 blink equals 5 minutes. So this light right now, let's say you want to go to sleep. You need some light, you know, but you don't want it to run your battery down all night and everything. So you leave this on, just sitting there. You got a diffuser on or something. And then within 5 minutes, you're out. It'll turn off automatically. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to wait 5 minutes. I'm just saying that's how that's done. 10 and hold, like I said, configures this. We're not going to go through the 10. 7 and hold gets into ramp configuration menu. You know, you can set the floor level and all that. I'm not going to go through that. If you want to do that, you can go through that. All right, from off, 3 and hold goes, this is where you would have your strobe modes. So this is where you can get biker flash and everything. We're going to do that next. We're going to do biker flash and strobe warning. Right. So we're going to do strobe warning. All right, so it's off. That's the voltage check first, and then it goes back to auxiliaries. I like that with the little voltage check thing in there. That's something that's different from Anduril 1. Let's check our time. 14 minutes. We're almost through with the this is the fun one here. I like this. All right, so let's get a little bit closer and look. Off, 3 and hold. It's just like a lot of other ones where you would expect strobe, but this is going to come back to whatever you had last left it in. So if you're thinking you're going to, an attacker, I'm going to get him, and I'm going to get him with my strobe, and you go 3 and hold, and you had it in lightning storm, it could just flicker, and you go, oh, crap. And now you got to do 2 clicks. Now it's in candlelight mode. No, that's not what I want either. I want strobe. 2 clicks again. Now you're in bike flash. That's almost there, 2 clicks, party strobe. No, I want tactical. 2 clicks, bam. Now you're in tactical. You see what you got? Party strobe could be close to a same. It's a variable frequency strobe because you can change these. See, actions. 1, hold brighter, faster, except for lightning storm. 2, hold dimmer or slower, except for lightning storm. 5C, go to momentary mode strobe. So if you go 3H, I used to be able to figure that one. This may get complicated here, but let's get into this. All right, we're off. We want to go 3 and hold. 1, 2, 3. The strobe. 1, 2. I didn't do that fast enough. 1, 2, 3. I didn't do that either. We're doing voltage check. 3 and hold. Just 3 clicks. 3H. 1, 2. There we go. That's your strobe. If I held it down, one way is, this is like a little slower strobing. This is faster. Pretty good. I'm strobing out. It's getting warm up here. Oh, I got a thermometer thing I should be using right now. 1, 2. Now it's in disco mode down here. Did I ask for disco mode? Got it now. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. No, that's voltage again. Stupid idiot. No. You'll see it if I get it right. I think I'm in momentary something. There we go. Bear with me. Somehow I've got my auxiliaries to strobe. Weird. There it is. I'm ramping it. Sorry. 1 moment, please. Everything's normal now. That's weird. It should be when you do all these strobes. Somehow I click. See, you can get into weird modes with this. Just remember, it's pretty easy to get back. If you freak out, if you're worried about freaking out, it's like programming computers or not messing around with computers. You can't mess stuff up. There's not a Control-Delete here where you know, are you sure you want to delete this file? You're not going to delete these files. All right, from off, 3 and H should bring me into, see, I had it in tactical strobe. 2 clicks should have gotten me into lightning modes, right? Wow, look at that. It's just doing the... Now it's in lightning. That was weird. Now we're in candle mode. See, if this is too dim, you want it brighter, you just hold down. It gets brighter. Still doing candle, you can't really see it when you're doing it too bright. And if you go all the way down, it's still doing it, but again, it's really hard to see. Turn the light off. This is kind of cool, you know. All right, so that's that. 1, 2. This is the bike mode. This is pretty cool because it illuminates, but it strobes. So it lets people know you're coming up, but that you're a slow-moving vehicle or you're a bicycle or whatever, relatively slow. I've seen people pull out in front of me when I'm going 28 miles an hour. They think I'm a bicycle, and yeah, but I'm an electric bicycle. All right, so we're in bike mode. Where is it? Bike flasher. Party strobe should be the next one. 1, 2. Now what's good about this is you can synchronize this, hold it down, it goes faster. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going really fast. And then you hold it down again and it goes slower. Let me see. There we go. What's good about this is you can figure out the synchronicity, the synchronicity of whatever you're trying to look at, like on an engine for a timing belt, you know. If you're trying to align it, you have to be going at the same frequency as the motor. It's supposed to be lined up really with whenever cylinder number 1 sparks. There's a mark down there, and you adjust it so that it's adjusting. Anyway, or a fan, like a ceiling fan spin along. If you want to make it look like it's freezed, you have to get the right speed, you know. So either up or down, you know, just one hold up, click, hold up or down. All right, 2 clicks. We should be in, this is the tactical strobe. 2 clicks again. We're in the, this should be lightning storm, but instead of using the main ones, it just uses the auxiliary. Yeah, it's weird. There's lightning storm. I don't know what that was. See, there was tactical. I guess you got tactical main lights. See, this is now tactical light. You got lightning storm. Wow, this is cool, especially when you got a diffuser on it. All right, so we've gone all that. One click, we turn it off, and we're back into everything. All right, so was that confusing? If anybody thinks that was confusing or anything, let me know, because it does get confusing. All right, so from off, we should get momentary mode. We already know that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's, you can do your own little Morse code thing. Every time you push the button down, it comes on. And when you let off, it's off. That's what they mean by momentary. But it's not momentary in that mode, because it's going to stay in that mode until you disconnect the head and get it out of that. That's just one of those bugs about Anduril that there's no real way out of it, you know, other than to disconnect it. But we can do this. Let's say you want a momentary strobe. 1, 2, 3. See, it's going to go in what you last had. So you have to get it. We're in lightning right now. So we have to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, see, I went 1, 2 instead of 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're in lightning. 1, 2. Bike mode. 1, 2. Party strobe. 1, 2. Tactical. All right, now just turn it off. Off. Now, when I want, if I wanted that to be the thing for my emergency thing, it's 1, 2, and it stays on as soon as you let off. It stays on. And then you turn it off like that. Now, if you wanted to momentary strobe. Let me turn this light back on. Second on runtime. 5 click to go to momentary mode strobe. So I would think it's 3. Let me see. Let's try 5. Yeah, that's it. All right, so while you're in strobe, tactical strobe, you do 5 clicks and you've got momentary strobe. So instead of having to go on 1, 2, 1, 2, and messing it up and getting voltage check and battery check, if this is good, like if you think you're going to fend off dogs or people coming up at you and you just want to like blind their retinas and everything, 1 push, 1 push, strobe away, strobe away. That's what I like about the TD03, the Wurkkos TD03, the 18650 tactical flashlight. It has a rotary switch, but the E switch on the back, if you press and hold, strobe. You don't have to remember anything else, you know, it's not just press like this is. This is recessed. It's, you know, you have to, and it's momentary. Now, how do we get out of that? Well, because you've done a 5 click thing, right? You've gotten into the same thing, I think, with the momentary mode of any of these things. And that is, the only way to get out of that, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, those of you who are better at this, is to do this. You may not have to take it completely off. You don't have to go this, you know, fast. You don't have to go super fast. This is not necessarily fast. The light will blink when it makes contact. Let's see. Oh, that didn't help. Didn't leave it off long enough. Push this button. Yeah, take that. It has reverse polarity protection also. I'll have to edit this, like I said, or speed it up. All right, got our voltage. And then we're back to normal. Huh. Unfortunately, just remember that whenever you do these momentary modes, that's the only way to get out of it, is to disconnect. See, it says right here. Actions. Momentary mode strobe. So it doesn't affect lightning mode, but it will do the strobe that way. Maybe the party strobe too, but anyway, I don't want to get back into that. So that's that, right? So we've gone through the advanced user interface. Cool, cool. If you don't understand the simple interface, it's pretty simple. You can do a factory reset from the simple with a 13H. You can do your version check with the 15C. Man, that's a lot of Morse code flashing. Because it flashes a lot of numbers and everything. You can do your battery check still, you know, from 3. But you can't do all the other stuff from battery check. See what they threw in there? Temperature check, beacon mode, which is cool, SOS. That's useful sometimes. So those are good. And then you don't get any strobes in here. No strobes. So you don't have to worry about people strobing themselves out. But if you like strobes, and you're not epileptic and everything, you can do that. Now, we haven't gotten into the auxiliaries, which are pretty easy. So let me do that just to be thorough. All right, so from off, so you don't get to change the auxiliaries. You don't have anything in simple mode on that. If you're wondering why that doesn't work, it's because you need to do 10H. You do 10H and you're fine. And don't worry, you'll know when you get to 10H because it'll flash something at you. I might edit that and put it in there. Go from simple to... I'm at 29 minutes already, although I got confused over here. I got confused in this circle. And good thing we didn't get over here, but, you know, we saw sunset. I think we've accomplished a lot, really, you know, just walking through this. All right, the brightness of the auxiliary standbys. That's just 7 clicks, right? Not 7H, 7 clicks. 7 clicks selects whether you want your auxiliaries off, low, high, or blinking. All right. So whatever color you've got, that's what you're going to get with 7 clicks. 7 and H will go through the auxiliary colors. Red, supposedly yellow. I don't see a lot of yellow there. Green, cayenne. I don't see, on this one, I don't see a lot of yellow. That's why I said it's hard for me to see get an amber out of it. And that's it. 15 clicks will again do your version. 13H is a factory reset. There's an easier way to do a factory reset, and that is to take the head off, hold the button down, tighten it down, and just hold it. Keep holding that button down until it finishes spazzing out. The light's just going like... And then it'll be in like turbo or something, or it'll finally go off. But I'll save that for another adventure right now. So let's turn these from standby to another color. So, I mean, not another color, but another level. So it's 7 clicks. See how it flashes when you do 2? Just go past that, don't worry. You just keep going. So now it's brighter. It went from low to high. The next one should be blinking. See, that's blinking. So it's just like almost like a searchlight. And then it should be off. It's off. See, nothing. See, off. Right, that was easy, right? Excuse me, let me see. Color of auxiliaries, 7 and H. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how it's spazzing? That's supposed to be yellow. It looks green to me. Spazzing. That's a rainbow effect. I think one of them is a voltage check one. Let me take a spaz here. Take this first spaz. All right. Since it's off, I can't tell what I selected, so I go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm on low. So yeah, there's my spaz-o-matic. I picked spaz, and that's on low spaz. Let's go high spaz. 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just don't worry about it. Oh, look at that. I only did it on 3. Oh, it did voltage check, that's why. Oh, I'm in momentary. Look at that. You know what that means? That's the disadvantage of that. If you ever get to where like, well, it's not doing nothing. It's just every time I push the button, yeah, you're in. You stopped at 5 clicks like I just did. We should still be good to go. No, we're not. All right. They're off. No, they're in spaz. There we go. All right, we're in low spaz. 7 clicks. There we go. High spaz. See that? Blinking spaz. This should be off, and it's off. It did that little flash to let you know. All right, so you say, I don't want spaz. 7 and whole, 7H. Red. We're going to pick red. All right, since we're off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 flash. It should be low, see? Steady red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. brighter. You know, it was low, now it's high. This should be blinking. Blinking red. And then off. There you go. Saw that little flash at the last? Alright. So, again, the difference is not huge in this. One of the differences is, with the other Anduril, whenever you were going to go to do voltage check with this, it would use the main lights, which use up more energy than the auxiliary. If you want to just read the flashes, you don't need the main lights. So let's do a 3. 1, 2, 3. This one's got it set with the main lights. Doesn't it? That ain't the... Is that the main lights or is it auxiliary white? This is weird. It's auxiliary white, isn't it? Or is it main lights? Man, that's hard to see. Let me change this. That's voltage. Auxiliaries are off. Green, or they call yellow. So everything's cool there. What was I trying to check? I got confused. It is easy to get confused in this. See, I've done this a lot, but I haven't super memorized. I'm not a super expert on this. I just interpret as much as I want. All right, so we wanted to change from spasmatic to regular, so we did that. Let's just change the intensity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's a bright green on standby. This is pretty usable, you know, for reading stuff. And it doesn't wash out your eyes. One of them, the color green, I think, one of them picks up blood better. It shows up black. And then red is good for seeing animal eyes, I know. I don't know. I'm not going to cut myself right now and see what it does with colors. But, all right, so now we got them flash. Or we'll keep it flashing. So there you go. That's that. I think we've gone through all of Anduril that you really need to know. If you, like I said, if you want to know about temperature calibration, sometimes that's necessary. I've got a separate video. I'll try to link it in the description, you know, or you can just, I think maybe it was in the title, just search for Anduril. The lockout, I didn't go through that, but that's just like 4 clicks, you know, from off. You can still do all this other stuff, but now 4 clicks is going to take you to high. 1 hold, you know, is going to, so let's go. 1 and hold is going to start off with low and ramp up, which is important to know. Like if it's off and you just say, hey man, I just want to come on, but I don't want to come on super bright. You start off low, and you ramp up. You hold it again, you ramp down. But this is off, you start off low, and then you come back down. I'm just holding it and then letting it off, and then holding it, letting it go back up, right? If you wanted to go to turbo from off, you just go 2. Pow. And then that's the maximum. I'll do a temperature check one later on, but right now it's starting to get warm. It's not super hot. Nah, and it's a small body too, you know. It can run for like a minute something. But yeah, it got warm up there. And that's good for a little hand warmer too. If you get cold out there, you know, just run it for just a little bit and warm your hands up. Turn it off. Wintertime, be pretty cool. Momentary lockout. That's 4 clicks. See it flashed. And then it does this voltage check. And then the auxiliaries are not flashed or anything else, so you hold it. You get moonlight, but that's it. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes back on. that's good in case you're worried about if it's going to come on in your pack or whatever. And you don't want to unscrew the head because you've got it configured with something. So, I mean, that's pretty easy to do. 10H would be, after 4 clicks, 10H would be auto lockout. That means it'll turn off and we're not going to go through all that. I don't like auto lockout. 7 clicks would be, the brightness of auxiliaries in lockout off. So you can set it up to where it still blinks. And then you can set up the color. And then from lockout, 1 click and hold is momentary moonlight. And then 1H is momentary. And then 2 is momentary low. So you get like a momentary low and you get low. So let's put it in lockout. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pow. So 1 hold is momentary low. That's just 1 click, or 1H, and this is 2H. See? Only as long as you hold it. If you just press it once, it's just going to give you the regular moonlight. Do a quick 2, and you get the brighter moonlight. There is a difference. So that's pretty good. To get out of it, 4 clicks. Pow. You get out of it and you come in high. If you wanted to get out of it, coming out of low, momentary, come out of it. 4 clicks? I don't know. Let's try that again. Sorry. Alright, so we want to get out of it with 4 clicks. Yeah, that'll just come in the regular one. 4 and hold and H will come out. Should come out as a low level. I don't know. This gets kind of confusing up here. Oh, you have 2 options when you're in lockout. 4H is going to come back on in low, and just 4 clicks is going to come on in high. I get kind of confused with that, but see, it's 4 clicks is going to come on high, 4 and 4H comes in low. Here's where you can set your ceiling level from off. 2 clicks. I don't know. I get confused in this one right here. I get confused about a lot of things. So there, hopefully I haven't confused you. And like I said, if you look at this and you go, I don't need all this. I don't need a strobe. Those are pretty cool. I don't need sunset mode and everything. We'll leave it like that. Leave it like this, and you're just going to have a really basic flashlight. But it has capability. It's like you got this V8 under your hood, but all you do is you go back and forth to the grocery store, and you don't need that, then fine. Leave it like this, and you'll be happy with it. But if you said, don't complain, if you say, no, the flashlight won't do anything, it's all right, but it's not that bright, it doesn't do all these goodies. No, it can do all those things, but you want to remain simple. If you want to get advanced, you have to do what I just did. And it took me quite a while playing around with this before and I always learn new things like that. Momentary strobe, I go, well, that's pretty cool. But you're in momentary strobe. That's all it is. You don't have a flashlight after that, right? You just got a strobe light. Strobe light! Underneath the strobe light. So there you go. Sorry I couldn't make it more silly than this, but I've taken 43 minutes. I'm going to chop some of this out. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your flashlights, whether they're advanced or simple. I enjoy them. I really like them. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.